First things first, I'm over on Rasta's box, and what I'm pointing at now is a sway bar. You're gonna need to drop the sway bar. It's held in with I don't know if it's 13 millimeters or a inverted torque. You figure out the size. Make sure you hang it down. You don't hang down the sway bar, the whole sway bar. You won't be able to do the control arms because the bolts is in the way. The sway bar is in the way of the bolts for the control arms. You're gonna do this. So make sure you get your splash guard off and all that old extra Gucci. You see the one control arm? I did one side already. I'm just showing you how to do the other. So trying to set up my light. So I'm pointing where you know, all the bolts is coming off. So you've got to rewind the video. Make sure you be sure to rewind the video. And like I said, it's only maybe 4 or 5 or 6 things you got to remove. And can you do this in your driveway? Yeah, but I would get a helper. You definitely need a helper. You'll need jack and jack stands, and you're gonna need some muscle. So whatever, how you do. So if you see the video, this shop, I'm no longer at the shop no more. This is a video I filmed about 2-3 weeks ago that I never, actually 4 weeks ago, that I never had a time, or I was just lazy to get this thing uploaded and, you know, do the whole voiceover thing. So I'm spraying the all the you know, bolts and, you know, nuts and stuff with PB Blaster, just to, you know, help everything break free, and that way nothing messes up coming out, you know, things like to get seized up or whatever. So what am I doing now? I'm taking off the bolt. I got a little swivel set up, 1/2 inch. Like I said, I don't remember the sizes because I did this, like, you know, damn near a month ago. So as you can see, nut and bolt combo on one end. Make sure you lock the other end, just like I got right there. And I don't know what tool I'm looking for right now. And like I said, got my swivel set up, got my wrench holding, stopping the you know, stopping the back from spinning, and I'm gonna back off the nut. Make sure you use impact tools. If you got a strong electric tool, cool, but nothing's better than air tools. I don't care what type of electric gun you got, how strong it is. I don't care who it was made by. Nothing is ever stronger than air tools, period. So taking off the nut, I believe you might need to just tap at it with the hammer. So make sure you've got a tap on it. Just leave the nut on there, so that way you don't strip the threads up and you prevent you from getting the nut back on. Now you got to straighten them out or get a new bolt or match one up. I don't know, but just be careful. So as you can see, I'm trying to pull this out. I believe I can pull this. Well, I thought I was going to say I can pull this out with less effort. Looks like there's a lot of effort, so I'm going to put my socket setup back on the gun, and I'm going to back it off. And you see the wrench trick I'm using. If you ever have a problem with a bolt coming out, just use this trick right here. You be Gucci. One mechanic showed me this a long time ago. I'm showing you this right now. So put that in your book of tricks and stuff like that you got from me or anybody else, doesn't matter. So now that I got one, well, you see that right there, it looks like a shim, a washer that goes in between. That is important. If you don't put that back in, guess what you will have? You'll have play. That's not good. Or you might bend something up or something, whatever. Put that back up in there. So make sure you put it somewhere where you can find it. So I'm trying to figure out what am I doing next. I don't remember. All right, so I'm taking off the nut and bolt combo for the strut that's mounted onto the low control arm. So once I get that down, and I'll show you guys what to do next. Now I'm in the background. I don't want to be doing this for a good. This video is gonna be like 15 minutes. Probably be sparking up in the background. Y'all know what sparking up means? Then you Gucci. You don't know what sparking up means? Then you ain't Gucci. I don't know what to tell you. That's all I got for you. You feel me? So you're gonna be finessing this. Now mind you, everything is gonna be longer. Don't think because you saw me do this in this video in short time. I know I got 15 minutes of editing, but overall it took me like 30 minutes to 40 minutes to do one side or whatever. You're gonna be longer, probably like 3 hours probably in your driveway or longer. I'm just saying. You don't have a lift. And 2, this is what I do every day, so I might do a lot faster than you. I'm just saying. I literally do this for a living versus people who don't do this for a living. So I believe, I don't remember exactly what's going on. If I got the nut out, if I got the bolt out, I probably did, but it looks like I'm moving on. If you can see, I don't know what setup this was, 15, 16. Man, I really wish I would have jotted this down or did this right at the, or edit this video right at the, you know, I done the job so that way I can, give you more detailed information. But to each his own. You got socket set and wrenches, you'll figure it out. So nut and bolt combo right there, and get that off. So I think there is another one on the other side. And let me go ahead and spark my sparklers. You feel me? So I'm just maneuvering around. I don't remember exactly again. So I think I'm looking for something or trying to figure out something. So just bear with me. Give me a second. Maybe I should edit this part out. Maybe not. So as you can see, I don't know exactly. Okay, here we go right there. All right, another nut and bolt combo setup. Got problems? Rewind the video. Put in slow-mo. Do whatever it is you got to do. You'll figure it out. So cool. I think maybe I got like another 10 minutes left or something like that. I don't know. It is what it is. So I believe I got that out. So now I'm going to take out the nut and bolt for the strut. I believe I waited. There was a reason why I waited. Maybe I didn't want to do that part just yet. Maybe I didn't want nothing to drop down or just whatever. I did that last. So just take the nut and bolt off and got to hammer it out. Whatever. Use power tools or do that trick I showed you to guide it out with a wrench. Cool. Now, sorry about all the extra noise. I'm like dropping stuff. I'm doing extra stuff in the background, but I know y'all don't care because y'all getting good quality video, right? Because I'm helping you out, right? Don't say I ain't, because I is. You feel me? So I think I got that out. Now next, what are you doing, Leek? I'm picking up a wrench, and I believe the ball joint that's on the other end of I'm still taking off the nut. I mean the bolt for the strut, but we're gonna get to the ball joint, that nut next, because that one was a pain in the rear, and that's all. I sound so gay saying pain in the rear. That sounds gay because I can't say pain in the ass. So it seems like when I cuss, just people really make a whole speculation out of it, like they better than me. Like ultimately, I just think that they better than me, and they just think that they can do all things better when that's never the case or whatever. It's just being a hater, and people think that they can tell people what to do, but won't even come to my face and tell me what to do, because I'll literally own you like you was my son. I'm just saying, I don't play with people. And I'm only talking about, well, I ain't talking about a couple people, but to all the haters who got a problem with my language, it is what it is. So I believe I had problems getting it out. So it looked like I set up an air hammer crap and all of that, and I'm gonna try to force it out. Oh, no, taking back. I took out the axle nut. Now I'm using the air chisel with a pointed tip on it to guide it, the axle out, because sometimes they be seized up in the hub a little bit unless you spray it down, put the nut back on and give it a few whacks. But I don't want to do that. There's like it's like a little center point for you to hook up like an air chisel with a point on it, and that I did. So I backed it out. And like I said, next I'm going to work on doing the lower ball joint, that nut. Like I said, that's a pain in the ass, but you'll get it. Just peep how I did this video. You got any better tricks, any better options, and whatever, that's you'll figure it out. So as you can see, I dropped that down. Here's that spacer I was telling you about. I think it's one on each side. Just be careful. Whatever falls out, put it the hell back in. That's all. So now, like I said, I got one more thing to do. Just the ball joint, and I'm trying to maneuver, trying to finesse. You got to get the axle out of the way so that way you can sit the socket on top of the nut. I believe the nut for the ball joint is a 22 or 24 millimeter. Don't quote me on that. If I'm wrong, you'll figure it out because you got a socket set, right? I don't own your socket set. You own your socket set, so you know what tools you have. It's like I know what tools I got. You feel me? So working the axle out and whatever effort I got to use to get it out, that's what I got to do. For the most part, the whole thing pulls away. Use two hands. You good. Just like that. And don't mess up the threads for the axle, so you can tighten it up back to the hub, because if you don't, then you got a problem, man. What happens is you got problems, then you got a big situation. So next, getting my air gun, and it looks like I'm going to attempt to back the boat off, and I noticed while trying to back the boat off, I was having problems. I think it kept spinning. It was, or it wasn't budging. It was doing something, but I remember I had to add heat to it. I'll be sure to show you in a second, but just let me get through this part and the crappy lighting, but I'm just doing the best I can. So, mind you, I'm trying to back everything off, and I don't think my gun was working, and it looks like my gun ain't working because I don't see it spinning. But if it wasn't working, that's because I believe that compressor in the shop, it's not that good. It's literally not the best. When I know it ain't that good because I can't even take Honda crank bolts off. But the other shop I'm at now, the air pressure is a lot stronger because it's got a bigger compressor. So whatever. Now I'm heating it up. I'm using MAP gas. MAP gas works better than propane. Gets hotter. You just gotta sit on it a little bit, until you get a little color going on. But for the most part, MAP gas saves me out of a lot of, like, doing a lot of jobs and get me out of crap. So I don't think this method worked because after I heated it up, I wanted to go try it and it didn't work. So I went back with a acetylene torch. Let's watch this. I'm trying it again and watch. I'm getting nothing. Now I don't know if this was ever done. Whatever. If somebody over tightened the boat or the boat never came off, for the most part it was seized in there. And I know it just wouldn't. I didn't have enough power to back it out. So what I'm going to do next, like I said, I'm going to use acetylene torch, and heat just expands a lot of stuff, make parts move, and yeah, that's that. So you can see my acetylene torch right there. The big joints, not the little joints, and it's going to heat that up till it glows. And I remember going at it. I had to heat it up with the acetylene like 2 or 3 times, and then it finally backed off or whatever. So I know you like, well, you got the swivel on the gun, it's taking away torque. No, the swivel wasn't the problem because I took the swivel off and used a regular setup and I still got nothing. So, riddle me that. So, just sit there tight. You be patient and whatever. Turn that off, whatever. Maybe I'll show you guys one day how to use a acetylene torch, but then I feel like I'm going to be responsible if somebody get burned, and that I don't want. So we see the smoke coming from the nut. That means we hot, we good. It was probably glowing, but being as though I put the light on there, you won't see no glow. So, who's calling me? I think. Screen this call real quick. And I'm going to try it now. And I should have some luck with this. If I ain't got no luck, then I don't know. Nope. No luck. I don't know. I remember heating it again. I think I did heat it. I did say 2 or 3 times, right? Whatever. Heat it up much as you can. Heat it up to whatever you think is right. You be your own judge or whatever. Sometimes everything don't go your way, and you might invest in more time to get the job done. That's all. So I had Rasta come over. I wanted to reposition the tool, the swivel, or whatever. I don't know. I repositioned something. I had my gun set up, but I had him just help me move the spindle around in the control arm. And while he was doing that, like I said, I took my gun set up and I went to work and shit. They are cursed. That's what one S-bomb. Oh well, it is what it is. Y'all just gonna have to live with that. You feel me? It is what it is. So looks like hold on. Is we working? Is we Gucci? Come on, show me something. Show me something. Nothing. Nothing. But I did get it because I'm posting this video, right? And I'm pretty sure y'all probably fast forwarded. So I don't know what the H is happening. I guess I kept trying until it budged. But my Ingersoll Rand gun is pretty good. Never really had no problems with it. Let me I'll call you back. Because half the people that calling me, it don't be an emergency. And I don't like nobody bothering me when I'm doing YouTube videos. Not to be ignorant. I just really don't want to be bothered because it requires focus. That's hard for me to sit down and focus on, especially on a long video like this. And if I stop and there was something else that's going to take me off my whole flow, and I don't like that. So just keep at it. Like I said, this is why you're going to be in your driveway for a while, because it's stuff like this. But I kept hitting it, kept heating it, and that thing finally budged. So maybe I should have had edited this part out, but I wanted y'all to see my struggle, what I went through to get this nut out for the ball joint. And I'm mad this green light is in my way. Ross is just sitting there like, man, you don't hurry up. So I think I did get it. Yep, I got it. Just for going at it. Got it. So just don't give up. Just keep going at, as long as you ain't damaging nothing, but just keep going. Don't give up. So now I can take the ball, take the control arm off of the spindle, and spindle knuckle, whatever you want to call it. And from there is Gucci. Uh, just remember, I'm turning off my acetylene too. Make sure you always turn off your stuff. Never, don't be that guy leaving everything on. So just remember that installation is reverse of removal. So all you got to do is wind everything back slowly. And once you get that nut off, everything should just come off just like that. So there's your little control arm on the ground. Now installing it, maybe I showed you a little bit how to install it, but I just set it up, everything. So just to give you like a little point, you know what I mean? Something, a little reference, something to go by. And like I said, reverse of removal, and you in there. So I think I sped this video up. I think I did. Now it looks like I'm longer than 15 minutes. It looks like it's 20 minutes. It is what it is, man. I could have sworn this was 15, but oh well, I'll just put more ads in this junk to make sure we get paid. Cause I know this video gonna do okay. Cause I know a lot of people. No, I didn't see many people or anybody post this video on this procedure on how to do the control arms for the front in the GL450. Now I believe that excuse me, I just burped. I believe that it makes me a trendsetter, being as done and no one got a video, so I'm cool, and I know people need help with stuff like this. So I'm Gucci. So I'm tightening down. I tightened down the nut. What I did, I put everything back in already. I kind of like fast forward it, except for this part right here. This the part that was maybe you're gonna struggle a little bit getting this back on. Just lining up everything. You might need another helper to hold one in while you get it, but once you get the bolts in, you'll realize you can't get one bolt on because of the tension, from the suspension and everything, and the sway bar or whatever. But just finesse it, use a prop bar, whatever tool you got, you in there like swimwear. So I'm just gonna, whatever it is I'm doing in the background, I guess let me take another, you know what I mean. And it sucks I can't really curse like how I want to, because people be player hating, perpetrating and faking. You feel me? That's just on them because they got their certification for it. But like I said, none of that crap can't fly in person, so it is what it is. So I'm moving the trans pole out the way. Somebody call it a dead they call it a dead man pole, or dead something, whatever they call it, dead man pole, whatever. Correct me. Who knows the correct term? This guy right there to the left with the power changer shirt, he was annoying. I had to tell him, get somebody to tell him to go up front, go somewhere, leave me alone. And I told him in the office, I don't like to be bothered with when I'm working. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I was just asking questions. I said, no, I said, what I do requires concentration. And if I keep answering your questions, I will never be concentrated. And it irritates me. So sometimes you got to let people know that. That's why I said it won't line up right, because you got to it's a certain way it go on or whatever. That's why I use that trans pole right there, the adjustable one. Just whatever technique you got to use to get it in, just get it in. Just don't damage nothing. You feel me? So hopefully in the next minute or two I can get off this video. You can get to the job, or you can. I know you're probably gonna watch this video over and over until you get it down packed, because you want to make sure you get this job done right. So how much labor we talking about if this was to be done at a shop? Now I remember it paying, I think I got paid 2 hours or 1.8 per side or something like that. So let's just say 3 to 4 hours labor to do it in the front. You take it to the Mercedes-Benz dealership, how much they gonna charge you? You take it to another shop, how much they gonna charge you? So if you got tools, you're mechanically inclined, you can do this in your driveway. You watch this video, you Gucci, you golden, you solid. You feel me? You don't know what Gucci is? Look it up. Gucci means you good. You ain't Gucci, you ain't good. I just said the same thing, but it is what it is. Now, lining up that side, remember I said use a prop bar. Use what you got to use to get the job done. You in there. I believe those sides is a 13 millimeter or 16. German cars use a lot of 13s and 16s. Mainly 16s is retarded. 13s too. Inverted torques, all that. If I was to do this job on the side, somebody was asking me, Leek, how much you charge labor to do this job? So let's just say if I could pop out a calculator real quick, I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll whip out a calculator. I ain't no math specialist. I ain't stupid either. So let's do. I would charge them 4 hours to do both front and back. I'm not playing. 4 hours, and they got a Mercedes. So times that by my rate, 85. Wait, oops. How much do I charge people? Okay, sometimes I charge people 85 an hour to work. That's just me. I don't care. That's you want the job done correctly, right? You got to pay. So I would charge somebody $340 labor to do this job. I lie to you not, and whatever the parts cost, that's on you. So I'm Leekautorepair. I hope I was helpful. I hope help you guys out. Hope you can get through this job. I hope you will make out good. Any questions, comments, concerns? Get back at me in the comment section. Hit me up on Instagram. Message me. Whatever it is, what it is. I highlight y'all.